we want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
All right, thank you very much, Tobias Chanji, for that. Now, of course, if you're in the coast, don't forget to go try out some new sports. Now, from Mombasa, let's take you to Voi, where tour operators and hoteliers in Voi say COVID-19 restrictions have made it difficult to operate, even as Kenyans travel to various destinations. Hezron Kimari tells us more.
Well, as Christmas festive season begins, many Kenyans have been traveling from one place to another, maybe to join their family and friends this festive season. And here in Taita Taveta, we'll be joined by some of the drivers and also the hoteliers, and maybe also some of the guests who have managed to travel from different parts of this country here in Voi, maybe to share with us their sentiments and maybe also their experience during this festive season under COVID-19 restrictions.
Kwa kweli upande wa wana biashara uchumi umekuwa ni mgumu. Biashara zimeenda chini, kama hapa Zohori Resort ni mahali pazuri, mahali pako admirable, customers walikuwa wanapenda. Lakini kuanzia wakati wa corona tumekaa, kuna muda unaweza kukaa wiki mzima na labda umepata customer mmoja. Kwa hivyo imekuwa hata zile gharama zenyewe kuzifidia imekuwa ni changamoto, na tumefikiri labda msimu wa Krismasi ingekuwa tofauti. Hata tulikuwa tunaomba labda President Uhuru Kenyatta angekuwa amesongeza curfew mpaka labda saa 5 wakati wa Krismasi, lakini bado aliporudisha nyuma imekuwa ni changamoto zaidi. So tunakuta kwamba huu mwaka si mwaka ambao tunaweza kusema kwamba tutakuwa tumefanya faida, tutakuwa tumefanya hasara. Msimu huu hauna chochote. Ni kwamba hatuwezi kukosa kushukuru Mungu kwamba maana program zile nyingi tulikuwa tunafanya hapa kama vile kuwa na Youth Congress haziwezi kufanyika tena kwa sababu ya mambo ya COVID, na mambo mengi tu ambayo yalikuwa ni zile za groups za nini imekuwa ni changamoto. Kwa hivyo sema ukweli ni kwamba mwaka huu shukrani kubwa ni kwamba tuko wazima, na hotel kama hii inaweza kuwa na watu 5 wa kazi, lakini leo ni watu 3 tu wanahudumu kwa sababu hakuna kazi. Labda saa ile inatokezea kidogo ndio unaweka kibarua, ambapo pangekuwa ni mahali kazi iko saa yote, ni mahali panaweza kuwa na wafanyikazi kama 6 hivi ambao wanaweza kuwa wanategemewa manyumbani na jamii. Lakini kwa sababu ya huu msimu, then watu wengine ambao wangepata kazi hawana. Na sio hiyo tu, hata kwa ajili ya institution utapata mwaka huu tutakuwa tunafunga tu na hasara.
Been really affected by the COVID-19, but we are at least much better this season, because at least we are trying to boost the local tourism, the domestic tourism. We have gained a lot from this domestic tourism, despite being affected a lot during our times those days. COVID has really affected the families, the drivers. They have totally been disabled. And I can assure you, Kenyans, we in the tourism sector, especially Diani, Taita, where we have east and west, we have been totally affected by this COVID-19. But we are happy because we are trying at least to market our business to the local people from Nairobi, Mombasa, Naivasha, Zanzibar, Arusha, Tanzania, who are today boosting our economy in terms of tourism in the county. I'm so glad that we have a lot of people who have already flown in, traveled from all over the places, Nairobi, especially Nairobi, Nakuru, and other places. They have just come to see our places. We are seeing things are happening. It's a bit live, because right now, as we are talking, a lot of tourist drivers who are based in Voi, they are all in the parks. Very few. But those few, they did their game drive in the morning. This way they're just around the Voi. But I can assure you, the tourism sector in Tata County is already boosted by the local tourism from Nairobi and other places. Yeah.
A resident of Ongata Rongai. I've come to Voi to find a place where we can get some good holiday and a place that is, of course, well controlled in terms of the COVID protocol. And African lodges is one place that is observing such things. And it is not as congested as other places would be, the most popular ones being the Mombasa hotels, northern coast, north and south coast. So here we're finding it very well, very okay, very well organized, well spaced, and no congestion, and we are happy for that. Well, one big thing we find as a big difference is the number of people. Many people have chosen to stay home, very near their families, close families, as opposed to former times when we could gather even at homes or in hotels or in swimming pools or by the seashores. There's a big difference, and COVID has come in as a big interrupter, changing businesses. Nevertheless, we still have to support our local businesses, and the reason we are here. The place we have come is an affordable place. We have not gone to a high cost, and we are also very few, and we have come for a very, very short time. Well, the economy has hit us in a big way. Our desire would have been a week or 2 weeks elsewhere. But as you can see where we are and how few we are, it's really hit. But the mostly affected people here are especially hotels. And if I could tell you, the reason I came here, one, I was referred by a nephew who has some relation here. And his cry actually touched me. And I felt, well, I need to come down here and support him, of course, the work he's doing.
Honestly speaking, this season is not as the last 2 years, because it's a bit low. We are at around 50–60% full, and we don't expect to get much better than that, because people are a bit afraid with the COVID-19. So, but we are happy with what we have, because I'm sure other places are becoming even more worse. Times like this last year, we are recording between 90–95% to 100%. But this year, we are at around 60%. But okay, we appreciate where we are, because we're not badly off. But we're hoping for the best, because it's the 24th of December. We're hoping before New Year, probably we at around 80–90%. Well, now, honestly speaking, because of the restrictions, the bars have to be closed at 9, before 9, sorry. So the sales, we're not achieving what we used to achieve in the previous years, because we are actually closing earlier than normal. The residents, apart from the residents who are staying in the hotel, non-residents cannot come and enjoy as they used to be. We cannot do anything extra, because at 9 you're supposed to shut all the doors, and the residents only are allowed in the hotel. Once they finish their dinner, they go to sleep. So there's not much celebration. There's not that, what we used to do. It has remained the way it is. But it's COVID, and everybody understands. Even our in-house guests understand. So we have to remain with that.
Well, these are just some of the sentiments of Kenyans just sharing with us their experience in this festive season. Reporting for KTN News from Voi, I'm Hezron Kimari.
As festivities continue in Kenya, Pope Francis celebrated a low-key Christmas Eve Mass made somber by the coronavirus pandemic. The Mass started 2 hours earlier than usual. The Pope said Christmas should make everyone reflect on, I quote, our injustice towards so many of our brothers and sisters, end quote, instead